How's it going, guys? Cameron here, Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Hope you're all doing well. Recently, last night, finally completed Uncharted 4. I've got a lot to say on this. I've got some video, some gameplay footage compiled. I got to put it together. It's going to be a couple of days before I put out a review. So be on the lookout for that. And because I've completed that game, I'm now thinking about what's the next game that I'm going to tackle in my backlog of games. And one that comes to mind, I talked about it before on the channel. I really enjoyed this game when I played it. Daymare. Got all the way to the end. Couldn't beat the final boss. At my local retro video game store, they've got a copy of Daymare Sandcastle 1994, which I really wanted to pick up. They've got a copy for the PS4, so I might go ahead and pick that up. The reason why I might pick it up for the PS4 is because I wanted to get it for the Xbox Series X, but Daymare Sandcastle is kind of hard to find, and when I do see it out there, it's usually for the PS4. I've never seen it for the Xbox, and plus I think if memory serves me correctly, I know it doesn't mean much to a lot of you, but when you play the games, a lot of the games on the PS4, the way that the controller lights up different colors, it can really add some immersion to the gameplay. And with this game here, the original Daymare, I remember the controller would change colors depending on what was going on in the game, I think. And I'm interested in seeing if maybe that's how it is with the sequel. Obviously, the Xbox controller doesn't have that feature, right? So maybe I will pick it up for the PS4. I do want to briefly talk about tariffs for a minute. Not so much tariffs, but just in Canada right now, things are tough as far as the economy is concerned. We have a weak Canadian dollar. So Canada to US, 70 cents on the US dollar. So basically what that means is we're losing 30 cents on the dollar, anything that we purchase online from the US as an example. So I think my days of purchasing games from limited run games are pretty much over. Slipstream, which I ordered for the Switch not that long ago, is already being shipped. It's already on its way. So I'll have that probably next week. But other than that, yeah, it's tough. Like, not just games, but anything from the US. If you're living in Canada, it's not advantageous to buy anything that's not from Canada right now at the moment. It's pretty brutal. I imagine, like everything, the cost of games is probably going to go up sooner than later. I could see it getting to the point where a brand new game might be close to $100 Canadian. So that I'm out. I can't do that. So from here on out, I got to just stick to what I have. And if I buy anything, I got to make sure it's on discount. I got to be really selective with that. I can't be going hog wild, paying full retail for games right now. It just doesn't make sense, at least with the Canadian economy. And I'm sure, depending on who's watching this, wherever you are, you might be feeling the crunch right now as well. So it's difficult, right? It's very difficult. So the last thing I want to talk about is the YouTuber, TheGebs24. Now, I've known about her for years. Now, I don't want to rip into her. I got to keep it professional, I guess. But I'm not a huge fan of her YouTube channel. I'm not trying to assassinate her character by saying that. I'm just not a fan of her content. I'm not. And I'm not saying mine is high quality. My content is the bottom of the barrel, right? I'm just putting out this, off the cuff, hit record, whatever comes to mind. But with her content, it's just, I don't know. It's just very formulaic. It's just something about it. I've tried to watch her content and I just can't get into it. I just can't. I can appreciate her hustle. She's got decent production values, fine. Better than mine. Okay, I'll give her that. I don't mind the odd pickups video. I don't mind that. But like, a lot of the content she puts out is kind of clickbaity, chasing neck beards, looking for donations. sympathy donations. I can't stand that type of content. It drives me wild. So the TheGebs24, she's been in the community for quite a long time. She's even befriended Metal Jesus Rocks. And she's posted videos before on her channel talking about repros with regards to a lot of the retro consoles out there. So she obviously knows how to spot a repro. Now, it was brought to my attention. I didn't really watch the whole video, only watched a little bit of it. But she posted a video a couple of days ago, maybe it was last week. The clickbait title, "Scammed, I've been scammed." And you watch her video and she talks about how she saw this incredible deal on a couple of SNES games on whatever it was, Kijiji, the Classifieds, I don't know what, Facebook Marketplace, I think it was. And it was like Final Fight for the Super Nintendo and a couple other games. And I don't know how much she paid, but I think it was like the equivalent of like $300 Canadian. And she has this big sob story about how it sounded like it was too good to be true, and she thought it was legit. And then she went to this person's house, and then he opened the door, and he had the games in his hand, and she gave him the cash, and she took the games, and then she came home. She's like, "Oh, fuck, these are repros. Oh, my God." And I think she's almost to the point where she's crying on camera. And she's just chasing the donations. First off, you can't even believe half the shit she says. You can't. You're telling me you didn't know that these were repros? Yeah, right. Give me a break. What she probably did was she probably went out and bought these repros for like $5. And then made up this whole story about how she went to somebody's house. Here's the text messages. Oh, excuse me. Here's the text messages. Look what he did to me. And then, and then you get all these neckbeards that are feeling sorry for her, and they're just showering her with donations. It's absolutely ridiculous. And half the time she's sitting in front of the camera there, and she's got her legs in the camera. I'm like, oh my God, are you that desperate? Are you that desperate for subscribers? Are you that desperate for donations? Can't you just post normal content? Do you have to post this bottom of the barrel content like this? Anyways, we're getting off track here. Yeah, she's acting like she didn't know these were repros. Yeah, right. Give me a fucking break. Stop lying. If you're gonna lie, at least make it believable. Nobody believes what you're saying. Well, except for those who are giving you the donations. But yeah, just so disingenuous. Oh my God. I don't understand. I don't know her story. I don't know if YouTube is her only source of income. I have no idea. But I would never, ever stoop that low to post content like that. It's just so dishonest, I would never get the donations like she does, but like, I think it's sad. Honestly, I think it's sad because she's ruining whatever reputation it is that she has by posting content like that, and people are calling her out for it, and she just chooses not to respond. And it's funny too, because back in the day, when Lady Decade posted the "I'm very scared" video and she was crying on camera. Oh, who was the first person to actually reach out to me after I posted that rant video? Who DM'd me on Twitter? TheGebs24. She reached out to me. And she's like, "Oh my God, can you fucking believe that wench? Oh my God, she's crying like that. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Good on you for posting that rant. Oh my God, that wench gets what she deserves." I don't know if she said wench, but... And so here we are. And the Gebs is doing the same thing. She's crying on camera, pretending to cry, acting like she got duped on retro cartridges. Oh my God. Wow, what a hypocrite. Oh my God. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Even I can sniff a repro a mile away. It's so easy to find to know if it's a repro or not, just by looking at the label. If it's absolutely immaculate and there's no scuff marks on it, yeah, it's obviously questionable. So no, I don't believe her story. Again, I think she's manipulating her audience again for donations. Is it the economy that's making you do this? Is it the looming tariffs that are making you do this? I don't understand. Why do you have to put out this type of content, this cookie cutter content that has an expiry date of like 2 days? You put a video out like that, and then 2 days later, it's like nobody. We've all moved on. Like, you don't put anything out that's meaningful. Oh my god. Yeah, so somebody pointed this out to me. Again, I didn't watch the whole video. I couldn't. But like, yeah, she's been scammed. Yeah. The only person who's been scammed are the neckbeards in your comment section who are too naive to know better. Okay? You're the scammer. You're the scammer. Okay? Don't point the fingers at someone who sold you repro cards that are fake cards, okay? No. Take your finger and point it back at yourself. You're the scammer. Yeah, anyways. Little rant on the TheGebs24. Good lord. Good lord. Anyways. Yeah, there's not much else going on. We got hit with some snow last night. Some ice today. Ice rain. I'm really sick of this weather. I don't know what's going on. It'll be May. It'll be June before we get the nice weather. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Anyways. Oh, I saw a new movie the other night. Black Bag. The Steven Soderbergh. The new movie that's out with Michael Fassbender. I saw it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I saw it. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.